Hi, my name is Erin Doran. I'm the Student Development Specialist for the College of Education and Human Development here at UTSA, specifically within the Department of Interdisciplinary Learning and Teaching. And I will be guiding you through this PowerPoint presentation introducing you to the MA in Education program. Thank you for participating in this online session. This is the first time we've done it, and unfortunately it was due to the inclement weather that San Antonio is expecting this weekend. If you have any questions throughout this presentation, you are more than welcome to contact me via email or to call me directly at my office number, 210-458-7443. My schedule is Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. So if you ever need to get a hold of me via email or phone, that's when you can expect me to be in the office. Again, who am I? I'm the Student Development Specialist. My email address and phone number are located on the slide, and they're also included on any email that I send out generally. My function is to help students throughout their graduate school experience, from the time that I may have met you at a recruitment session or you emailed me because you were having trouble with the online application. I am here to help you answer questions, fill out paperwork. If you run into a situation at UTSA and you're not sure who you should refer to, that's where I can come in and help you navigate UTSA. What my function is really to support you, and your faculty advisor has a similar function, but it is still different. Generally, if you contact me and you ask me what classes you should take, who your faculty advisor is, etc., I will give you their name, their contact information, and then refer you to them. The faculty advisor is here for the nuts and bolts of the master's degree. They can help you plan out what courses to take and when. They can help you identify courses that are specifically related to your academic and professional goals. So we really recommend that you go to your faculty advisor if you have questions about what classes to take, what classes will specifically support you in whatever your ambitions are, whether it be to become a curriculum specialist or reading specialist, etc. And then come to me for just basic roadblocks or confusing situations or anything like that. I can also help mediate problems that you may be having with faculty members, advisors, anything like that. We typically don't have those kinds of problems, but just know that if you do, you can come to me and I will help you as best as I can. The Department of Interdisciplinary Learning and Teaching is one of 5 departments within the College of Education and Human Development here at UTSA. In addition to the bachelor's degree programs that we offer in interdisciplinary studies, we also oversee the MA in Education program, which is the umbrella program that all of you have been admitted to. There are 5 concentrations: curriculum and instruction, literacy, early childhood and elementary education, special education, and instructional technology. And we also offer a PhD in interdisciplinary learning and teaching, which offers each of the concentrations that I just listed as a cognate or focus area. So if you have doctoral ambitions in mind, we hope that you will keep us in mind as well. So I've mentioned what degrees are offered in the College of Education, specifically in the Department of Interdisciplinary Learning and Teaching. You've been admitted to that, so the question I always get is, when should I get advised? The answer to that is as early as possible. If you were admitted late to the program, then getting in touch with your faculty advisor before you want to register can sometimes be tricky. What I try to do is to give you a good place to start until you're able to talk to your faculty advisor. And typically you should try to get in touch with them as early on in your first semester as possible. Once you meet with them, you'll be given a copy of your preliminary degree plan, which should give you a pretty good idea of what courses you will want to take for your degree and when you'll want to take them. And then we encourage students to periodically check in with their faculty advisor over the course of their programs, just to make sure that they're on track, Sometimes things change, course rotations change. If classes are planned out too far in advance, then maybe the course isn't being offered in the same semester that the advisor originally anticipated, or things like that. So just to check in, make sure that you're still on track and that you will graduate when you anticipate graduating. As far as what you should talk about, we encourage you to talk to your advisor about your short and long-term goals. If you're interested in writing a thesis, if you're interested in possibly entering a doctoral program after you graduate, or in just finding ways to make the degree most useful to you, and in ensuring that it is going to serve you in the best way possible for your professional, academic, and personal goals once you graduate from our program. One of the things that the MA in Education shares, regardless of what concentration you've been admitted to, are what are called the 4 core courses. If you are having trouble locating courses, then these are 4 courses that I would specifically recommend that you try to get into for the spring semester. But otherwise, these are offered in multiple sections every semester, including the summer. They are research methods, psychological learning theories, theory of curriculum and instruction, and advanced foundations of education. What we generally recommend as a rule of thumb is that students try to prioritize their concentration-specific courses in the fall and spring semester because they tend not to be offered in the summer, and core courses are offered in the summer. If you were admitted late to the master's program and all that's left are core courses, that's perfectly fine. You can register for those now and then intend on taking concentration courses either in the summer or next school year. The Dean's Condition Sheet is a sheet of paper that you would have received in the mail when you got your acceptance packet. You'll see your name. The number that starts with the @ symbol is your banner ID number. This is interchangeable with your ABC 123, which is also called the My UTSA ID. So you should try to go ahead and memorize both of those numbers. And then it'll list what degree, major, and concentration you were admitted to. And the rest of this sheet has some important information on it. For example, if it says you were admitted clear, that just means that you had the GPA and all of the required background to be admitted into our program without any sort of conditions. If you were admitted on probation, that means that for your first semester, you are on academic probation. So you must make a 3.0 in your first semester in order to get off of academic probation, or else you may risk being academically dismissed from the program. Also, if you have any sort of admissions conditions, for example, if you did not major in education as an undergraduate and have some background courses meant to help you meet the admissions requirements of the program, then those courses will be listed on there as well. And then this will also give you the name of your advisor. This is the faculty member who you have been paired with for advising. You may contact them directly. I've already given them a copy of your Dean's Condition Sheet and your contact information. And so they should know to expect some sort of request for a meeting or an email asking for information from you. If for any reason you lose this sheet, you can always email me and I will be happy to scan and email you a new one. If you haven't already registered, then registration will begin for you on Friday, January 9th. If you had already registered before the new year, you should be able to get online and make any changes to your schedule via your ASAP account as needed. The last day to be able to add a course via your ASAP account, so online, is Friday, January the 16th. Between January 17th and January 28th, if you want to be added to any classes, you will have to fill out what is called an add form. Personally, I strongly suggest that any changes you make, you try to do before the 16th of January, because an add form does require quite a few signatures that you will be responsible for getting in order to be added to a course. Graduate students in most cases register themselves. There are very few classes that will require any sort of special permission. But if you try to register for a course and you're having problems online, you can go ahead and call me or email me. It's better if you let me know exactly what course you're trying to register for and what the error message on ASAP is giving you. Without that information, it's hard for me to troubleshoot it. The other thing is that January 28th is what is called Census Day. That is the absolute last day that you can add any classes to your course schedule for the spring semester. After that, it is withdraw or drop only. So if you have your eye on a course or you are trying to figure out which courses you want to take, maybe you registered for one but you have an eye out on the other, try to make that decision sooner rather than later, but know that you have until January the 28th by 5 o'clock to add any courses to your schedule. Here I've given you a screenshot on the class schedule and specifically how to read the course schedule. There's a lot of information on this screen and it'll typically tell you everything that you need to know. For example, it'll give you the title of the course, the 5-digit CRN number, which is what you enter into ASAP in order to be able to register for the course. The meeting day, the time, the location. It'll tell you if it's an internet class, if it's a downtown or main campus class, even if it's a hybrid class, which means that it may be half online, half in the classroom. It'll also tell you the location of the class and if there are any special restrictions on it. So for example, on this screen, if you look past all the markings up, you'll see things like this course is restricted to a special cohort or reserved for a special cohort or has field work and things like that. Those are comments that it's very important for you to pay attention to as you're looking at those courses. And if you ever have questions about what they mean or if you can register for the course or anything like that, you are more than welcome to contact me and I can let you know. The schedule of classes will also tell you how many seats are still available in a class, if it's on a wait list or not, and there are links to view book information, meaning that you can go ahead and get the book list and everything that you will need for the class, assuming that the instructor has gone ahead and turned in that information. If you click on the view book information and nothing is coming up, then you can go ahead and contact the instructor directly for that information or just wait until the first day of class. Some general policies regarding your program of study and pursuing the master's degree here at UTSA. First of all, Census Day, this is something that I've already mentioned, but the final day to make additions to your schedule is January 28th. Census Day is something that happens every single semester, and you'll receive various emails about it from myself, the graduate school, and the registrar's office, reminding you of when that is. As far as the GPA requirements go, you must maintain a 3.0 each semester and overall. So if you have a 4.0 GPA but have one bad semester, that one bad semester could be enough to put you on academic probation. Depending on where your GPA falls and things like that, it could even bypass probation and go straight into dismissal. So it just depends where that falls. If you have any questions, all the regulations are listed in the graduate catalog, or you can contact me. If your dean's condition sheet says that you were admitted on probation, just remember that you must make a 3.0 GPA in your first semester or you may be placed on academic dismissal. Also, the time limit. I get asked this a lot, particularly from students who work full-time, who maybe don't want to take classes during the semesters that there's STAR testing going on or don't want to take summer classes or things like that. You do not have to enroll every single semester. We have students who will take classes only in the fall or only in the summer, things like that. Just know that you are required to finish your master's degree within 6 years. If you stop enrolling and try to come back after this time limit, credits are not guaranteed to count. So we definitely recommend that you try to graduate as soon as you can. Most of our students graduate within about 3 years. The last thing is what is called the comprehensive experience, and you'll likely start seeing some emails from me going out to the entire department about this. Depending on what program you were admitted to, there is some sort of comprehensive experience that is built into your degree program, and it is required of you in order to graduate. For special ed, early childhood and elementary education, and literacy, this is a capstone course that you are required to take either in the final part of your degree program or during the final semester. For instructional technology and curriculum and instruction, this capstone experience is done in the form of a portfolio that is reviewed during your final semester. This is not something that you necessarily have to worry about right now, but if you have any questions, you are more than welcome to direct those to your faculty advisor or basically to any faculty member within the concentration in which you're pursuing. Regarding enrollment status, usually this is in specific regard to financial aid and in maintaining financial aid eligibility. During the fall and spring semesters, to be considered a full-time student, you need to be in 9 hours, 3/4 time is 6 hours, and part-time is 4 hours. 4 graduate level hours is the bare minimum that you need to be enrolled in order to qualify for grants, loans, and any other type of financial aid. We typically don't offer 1-hour courses. Almost all of our classes are offered in 3-hour increments, so the vast majority of our students, particularly those who are receiving any sort of financial aid, enroll in 2 classes or 6 hours during the fall and spring semester. Over the course of the summer, the enrollment status is a little bit less. It's full-time 5 hours, 3/4 time 4 hours, part-time 3 hours. That's over the course of the entire semester, or over the entire summer. So that includes both 4-week terms in June and July. Unfortunately, I am not a financial aid specialist, nor is your faculty advisor. So if you have specific financial aid questions about your eligibility, when things will get paid out, or anything like that, I would suggest that you check their website first. They have a function called Ask Rowdy, which functions as a frequently asked questions menu, or you can try calling 458-8000. I do realize that for the first couple of weeks of school, it'll be hectic for the financial aid office. So if you have the chance to come to campus, you're probably going to get quicker service than you would calling the 458-8000 number. And one of the tricks of the trade that I try to remind students is almost all offices on the UTSA campus, at the main campus, have offices at the downtown campus as well. So for the financial aid and enrollment services office, the downtown campus is going to get a lot less traffic than main campus, particularly the first few weeks of school. So if you can go to the downtown campus, the financial aid and enrollment services office is located on the ground floor of the Frio Street building. Teacher certification is not a requirement for admission into our program, and by itself, a master's degree will not enable you to teach in the public school system. So if you want to teach and are not yet certified to teach, and this is at the K-12 level specifically, you will need to find some sort of certification program. Here at UTSA, there are 2 options. One, the Department of Bilingual Bicultural Studies offers a master's degree program with certification options. The only certification areas that they offer are to be an EC through 6 bilingual generalist teacher or an EC through 6 ESL generalist teacher. If you're interested in any other level, content area, etc., here at UTSA, we have what is called the Post-Baccalaureate Certification Program. This is an undergraduate program that you can pursue at the same time as the master's degree program, but courses for the certification will not count toward the master's degree and vice versa. So if you decide to do this, you will be be pursuing two programs at the same time. The way the post-baccalaureate certification works is that a certification officer will evaluate your transcripts and determine what you've already taken to meet the certification requirements and what you need. And so you're only taking the courses that you need. You're not pursuing a second bachelor's degree or adding a major or anything like that to your bachelor's degree program. And then the end of the post-baccalaureate certification program is your semester of student teaching. As far as how long it takes you to pursue this program, it really depends on what you majored in and what your certification area is going to be. Typically, it's going to be between 3 and 5 semesters worth of coursework on average, but that could be more or less depending on your individual case. If you're interested in talking to somebody about the post-baccalaureate certification program, please call 458-6287. For part-time jobs on campus, there are a few different places where you can look for jobs. UTSA's official job listing page is utsajobs.com. This is the official staff listing page. For the most part, these are going to be full-time jobs, but it's worth it to at least keep an eye out on it because every once in a while there are part-time jobs that are 20 hours a week that are still benefits eligible. As far as College of Education or department positions, there are graduate assistantships that are available through the College of Education and through our department. These are subject to availability during the spring semester. These can be harder to come by since most of our GAs begin in the fall and then continue on during the spring, but you can at least turn in an application. The College of Education prioritizes its hiring for its own master's students. So we try to hire our own master's students, and we pay our graduate assistants more than anyone else on campus. These are 19-hour-a-week, non-benefits eligible positions, and they pay $12 an hour. If you have any questions about graduate assistantships, email me and I'll be happy to send you the link for the application. And then on top of that, I would suggest also checking out the UTSA Career Center website. They have a great job bank that will provide information on jobs available here at UTSA, as well as throughout San Antonio and the area, and it gets updated all of the time. You're able to access it once you have your student ID number. And the Career Center also has a College of Education counselor who can help you do things like preparing for interviews, preparing a resume, and things of that nature. As far as frequently asked questions go, again, the Student Enrollment Services and Financial Aid has 2 locations. I already mentioned the one on the ground floor of the Frio Street building, which is at the downtown campus, but there's also one on the ground floor of the John Peace Library building. And if you ever have questions about financial aid and in trying to fill out your FAFSA and things like that, you can make a sit-down appointment with a financial aid representative at 458-7169. This number is not for quick questions, so if you just have a quick question that you need answered right then and there, you need to call 458-8000. Next, parking permits. These can be ordered online via your ASAP account. There are a lot of different options at a lot of different price points, so just check out when they're valid. For our graduate students, the ones that tend to be the most popular are the ones that are available or valid after 4:30 p.m. If you work full-time, this may be a good option for you. If you think that you may be on campus in the morning or throughout the afternoon, then you may want to choose a parking permit that's available 24 hours a day. The other thing is just knowing where the UTSA directory is. It's at the utsa.edu/directory website that's listed on this slide. This is the official directory where you can look up anyone's contact information, including mine and including professors and your faculty advisor. It'll also let you know where their office is, what their email address is, and what their phone number is. As a rule of thumb, I always recommend that you email faculty members, not call them. Just so you know, we are available on Twitter as well as on Facebook. We do post things on Facebook several times a week. These might just be links to funding opportunities, links to teaching resources, and just overall general announcements that come down from UTSA, financial aid, the graduate school, etc. So if you're looking for up-to-date information, that's a great resource to pay attention to as well. And the Facebook and Twitter pages are linked to one another. So if you prefer Twitter and hate Facebook, you can check all of our information out on Twitter with no problem. Other than that, welcome back to school. If you're new to UTSA, welcome. Thank you for choosing us. And if you have any questions, please let us know.